A leak in Hammer is when the compile process can't determine what is the inside of your level and what's the outside of your level. By default, wherever your start position is, it's going to try to calculate interior. But if it can't determine because some walls are misaligned or you forgot something or a prop passes through a wall into the void, it's not going to be able to figure out what's outside, inside, what's void, what's level. So it's not going to let the map run, or it's going to run really slow, really sluggish, or you're just going to get a lot of weird errors and things just aren't going to work out. So let's take a look at some sample leaks that could come in kind of commonly here. So you're building your level and you just forget to build a roof or a wall or something. It happens more than you'd think, and especially on some large levels you might not notice. So, or you could have a wall here that you just kind of rotated or moved more than you wanted to, or something you didn't mean to do. You grabbed an object with another object at the same time, and when you moved the one you wanted, the other one got messed up. So any number of things can happen to create leaks. Just important to know that leaks are a common thing that you want to check for. So after you have a map, you have a start position, and a little start player terrorist here. Go ahead and you try running your map with the run map button or file run map. Say everything's normal. I'm not going to actually run the map right now. After this compile process is completed, an easy way to find leaks that, especially in a larger level, may be hard to find, are to go up to map and click to load a point file. And a point file is basically just that. It's a file that points to areas in a map that Hammer can't determine what's what. So it points to leaks. So we're going to load the point file. It's going to ask you if you want to load the default point file from the area where you've compiled your map. We're going to say yes, we do. If you say no, you'll have an opportunity to pick another point file that may exist or have been created. And on your map, you see this red line in your 2D views. It's been created. And what that does is starts or originates. Oh, where we are. It starts or originates from your entity, your player start position. And if you follow that red line, it points to the first leak that it can find. And in this case, it's our huge black void of a no ceiling. So we say, oh, shoot, blew that one. Okay, let's go in here and we'll shift-click our ceiling, or shift-click our floor, create a ceiling. Okay, beautiful. We're golden, right? Let's save it. Let's run it again. Compile. We're not going to actually run. We'll just compile the map. Boom. Ah, but wait. Maybe there was another leak that we didn't notice. So let's load our point file again. Yep. Whoa, you see that line's changed. We'll go down to our guy and we'll just follow our red line. Oh, dang. You know, I meant to move this. I forgot to do it, whatever the case. So we'll grab our wall. We'll rotate it back into position there. Might even be better to redraw it because, as you see, I'm still not lined up. So I'd probably still get a leak at this point, even here. So just to be safe, just going to go ahead and delete this wall since it's an easy one to clone over. Boom. Pretty dang sure that that's going to be good now. Save our map. Oop. Let's compile it again. Okay, it's a quick compile, so this is an easy process, but it's really going to be the best thing when you have a really large, complex level with a lot of lights, a lot of different locations with visibility, that you can turn off your RAD, turn off your viz, just use your BSP. See, now it's actually taking a lot longer to compile now that's because it's actually able to go through the remainder of the process that it couldn't do when it found leaks. So typically longer load times are actually a good sign. But if you want to check for leaks, again, as I was saying, you can click to compile and run your BSP, but do not run your viz, do not run your RAD. You're not going to compile your visibility options, you're not going to compile your lights. And if we do that again, you'll notice, boink, it goes really fast. So we saw the red line because it's the existing point file. So typically a good thing to do is probably unload your point file, load a point file, doesn't find it. It's the location that we compiled our map to, that's where it's going to save the point file. So I think we're clear of leaks, and now would be the time to continue building, continue creating, placing more objects, more entities, creating brushes, and ultimately running your game. So let's move on.